Very good morning to everyone. So, today I want to start with something a little different. Think of the last time you walked into a room, a family gathering, a meeting at work, or maybe a kitty party. And within 2 minutes, you already knew who was upset, who was pretending to be fine, or who was about to dominate the conversation, and who would say nothing but was actually feeling the most. Now ask yourself, how did you know? You didn't read any report, nobody handed you a cheat sheet, and yet you just knew. What was that? Now, that, my friends, is today's topic. So, see, the most influential people understand the room before they speak. Let me say that again. The most influential people understand the room before they speak. We talk a lot about intelligence, IQ, degrees, experience. But here's the truth that not enough people discuss openly. Some of the smartest people in the room are the least effective. And so the most average people, by conventional measure, they somehow always manage to get what they want, build the deepest relationships, and leave every room a little better than they found it. The difference? Social awareness, not a degree, not a certification. It's a skill. And like any skill, it can be learned, sharpened, and yes, turned into your personal superpower. Okay, imagine a skilled sailor out at sea. Two boats leave the same harbor at the same time, same destination. One sailor has a bigger engine, and the other has no engine at all, just sails and experience. Now, guess who arrives first? The experienced sailor, because he doesn't fight the wind. He reads it. He adjusts his sails based on what the wind is doing right now, not what he expected it to do. So, social awareness is exactly like that. It is the ability to read the wind in human situations, to notice the energy in the room, the emotions under the surface, the timing of what to say and what not to say. And this thing begin to develop at a very early age. If you remember, when you were a kid, पापा से कुछ कहना है, मूड देख रहे हैं, आज कैसा है, right? That was also awareness कि आज बोला तो बात मान ली जाएगी या डांट पड़ने वाली. So we've all been there. So what does social awareness look like in real life? So it has 4 pillars. One, group energy, the invisible temperature of a room. Is there excitement, tension, exhaustion, boredom? Socially aware people feel it the moment they walk in. They don't bulldoze through it, they adapt to it. Number two, unspoken emotions. What's happening beneath the words? Someone says, I'm fine, but are they? Social awareness reads the body, the silence, the small sigh, the tight smile. And number three, context. Understanding the why behind the moment. Why is this person reacting this way? What is the history in this room? What does the situation mean to the people in it? And number four, timing. Possibly the most underrated skill of all. The right words at the wrong time can destroy a relationship. The right words at the right time can heal one. So, social awareness is knowing the difference. And here is the big truth: success in life often depends on awareness, not intelligence alone. The most admired people around us, the ones who seem to have the magic touch with people, they are not necessarily the most qualified, but they are the most attuned. So let me share once again real life examples and let's meet Savita Ben. She has never held a formal job, but she has raised three children, managed a joint family of 12, and navigated a SaaS bow dynamic that would make any soap opera writer jealous. And somehow, every Diwali, the house runs like clockwork. Her secret: she always knows who needs to be asked for permission, who needs to be made to feel important, and who just needs someone to quietly sit beside them. She reads the room before she even enters it. Nobody taught her social awareness. Life did. And if you look around in your own family, I bet there is a Savita band you know. We just never gave what she does a name. And Nandita. She's a mid-level manager at a company. Sharp woman, great at a job, but for the longest time, she wondered why her ideas kept getting ignored in meetings, even when they were good ideas. Then one day, a mentor pulled her aside and said, Nandita, you always speak second. Always. Do you know what that means? It means you are reacting, not leading. She started paying attention to who sets the tone in meetings, to what the senior leaders respond to when the room was ready to hear a new idea versus when it was still processing the last one. So 3 months later, same ideas, different timing, different outcome. Her proposal started getting approved. Nothing changed except her social awareness. Then there is our Ramesh Bhai. He's a lovely man, means well, always has something to say, and that friends is his only problem. At every family function, every office party, every WhatsApp group, Ramesh is the first to speak, the last to stop, and genuinely puzzled when people seem a little tired around him. His wife Meena finally told him one evening, very gently, very lovingly, Rameshji, the strongest person in any room is not the one who talks the most. It's the one who listens enough to know when to talk. Ramesh went quiet for a moment. Then he said, so I've been the engine on the wrong side of the boat. Meena smiled, something like that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the beginning of Ramesh's social awareness journey. Better late than never. So now I want to give you something practical, something you can use starting today. So in your next meeting, when it's a boardroom, a PTA, or a mohalla gathering, or even a family dinner, try this. Observe for just 5 minutes before you contribute. That's it. 5 minutes. Watch the room and notice who speaks and how do others respond when they do. Who doesn't speak and what might their silence be saying. Number three, what emotions are present in the room, even unspoken. So don't try to fix anything. Don't plan your response. Just observe, like a sailor reading the wind. So you'll be amazed at what you see when you stop preparing what to say next and start truly paying attention to what is happening right. We live in a world obsessed with speaking, with opinions, with being heard. Social media has made everyone a broadcaster. But the people who truly move others, the ones who change rooms, heal relationships, build trust, they're not the loudest. They are the most aware. Social awareness is not about being passive. It's about being present. It's not about shrinking. It's about showing up with your eyes and heart open before your mouth is. No, you don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You need to be the most aware, because awareness is what turns intelligence into wisdom, efforts into impact, and conversation into connection. So here is your call to action for this week. Choose one situation, just one, where you deliberately pause before speaking. Observe the room, read the wind, adjust your sails, and notice what changes. Not just in the room, but in you. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.